Meet you. Thank you, everyone. And today, not only our lectures, but also we have some small group works. So each group contains five person, and so the なんだっけ横列 five person. So in a group, each group for each group. Okay, everyone gathered. Then, good afternoon. Once again, good afternoon. Thank you, everyone. And please do one more thing. Lend your hands and clap loudly. Thank you. This is the very beginning of this workshop, and the clap has a very important meaning. That is, welcome everyone. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, this you have to laugh here. Laugh at here. Thank you. Today we're going to have a youth session called "How many hamburgers you can get for your sexual health in your country." Today we are going to talk about accessibility to contraceptives and safe abortions. Okay, let's start today's session. Welcome and enjoy our time. Thank you.
Thank you.
You go.
So, in the beginning, I want you guys to imagine how much is going to be one of the cheapest hamburger in Japan. Like, is it Russia? Can you guess how much is it? Like maybe the one in the McDonald's and the cheapest one. $2 $2. What about others? Is there any other opinions? 30 yen.
30 yen. Oh.
It's like $0.3, right? Okay. Actually, it is about $1. Like it's around 100 yen, so it's $1. And as a next step, please guess about the most popular contraceptives in Japan. You know, there are so many methods for contraceptives, like injection, pill, condom, patch. You know, there are so many varieties. But please guess one of the most popular contraceptives in Japan.
Most popular for young people.
Can you guess? Condoms? Any other opinion?
Any other?
Pill?
Pills?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. And the condom is the most popular contraceptives in Japan, and it costs around like $12 for one package, which contains like 12 condoms. And that was like warming up, but from now I want you guys to thinking about your countries. So like in your country, how much is the cheapest hamburgers you can get? Like the one in McDonald's, or maybe like hot snack like the hot dog, or can be, but like how much is it? And then please thinking about the most popular contraceptives in your place. And then please calculate like how much hamburgers you can get for that contraceptives. And it's going to be like 1 minute. So would you start talking about it?
Yep. For each group, within each group, the 5 person. So please start.
You get ideas?
Anyone have idea? Oh, so before the answers, please tell your name and where are you from?
I am from Prajwal. I am from Chennai. One hamburger costs around, can I tell in Indian rupees? So one hamburger costs around $9,900, which is most contraceptive popular thing is condoms here. How many hamburgers is it? 9 condoms is one hamburger. Yeah. No, it's very cheap. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And clap your hands for him. Thank you very much. And anyone else? Who can answer? Yeah? Oh.
I'm Preeta and I'm from Chennai. We don't have hamburger, actually. But a chicken burger, Mac Chicken Maharaja burger, that's the highest one. That's like 160. Yeah. And the IPL, it costs 75 rupees. IPL, yeah, it's a contraceptive, yeah, that's 75 rupees. No, it's not much. It's not much. It's half a burger's cost, yeah.
Thank you. Clap your hands for her. And any other person from other part of India or any other person from other countries? No? No? I know there are some Japanese friends. But they used to be young people. So please continue. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Thank you. So as we see, we could compare only like India and Japan, but you can see like there are so many differences and the varieties. So like today we are going to discuss about that topic. And actually we are coming from, we're going to talk about where we come from and what's the main purpose of this session.
Yep. We are from World Association for Sexual Health. World Association for Sexual Health has some official committees. One of them is called Youth Initiative, and we are from Youth Initiative Committee. And the World Association for Sexual Health has 5 federation meetings. North America, Latin America, Asia, Oceania, European, and African. And until today, we had 3 days Asia Oceania Federation of Sexology, and just finished in this morning. And now this is a post workshop session. Welcome everyone. And thank you. And the World Youth Initiative Committee is from although contains maybe 10 or 15 members from all over the world. And 2 of them are us. And this organization, this committee was established in 2011 in Glasgow, the Worldwide Congress for Sexual Health. And next year, since the next year, we started to hold this kind of round table in Matsue, Japan, in Madrid, in Spain, Europe, and Medellin in Latin America, and next year Brazil, the World Congress, and in 2014 Brisbane in Australia and Singapore, and next one, these opportunities. And let's start again. How many hamburgers you can get for your sexual health in your countries? Okay, please. Sorry. And sorry.
So from now we're gonna start the session.
Yeah. Officially. I'm Masayoshi Yanagida from Tokyo, Japan, and
I'm Kazuko Fukuda from Tokyo also.
We all are Japanese, so please let us introduce about the circumstance in Japan about the contraceptives and abortions. Case study, daily life of Japanese teenagers. Can anyone speculate how the Japanese teenagers' life is going on? Is there anyone? No imagination? Anyone? No. Oh, please.
I can bring it.
Okay. Thank you.
As far as I know, the Japanese standard of living is extremely high. And the normal life of every Japanese teenager would be, I guess they're much more inclined towards video games and all those electronic items. So I guess comics. So that's what I speculate, I guess.
Thank you. Clap your hands for him. Thank you very much. How do you say about that opinion? How do you say? other Japanese people, other Japanese, how do you say to his opinion?
It's kind of true, and
Yeah?
we also love the mangas a lot.
It's not a it's a stereotype, but it's true.
Yeah,
You know.
it's kind of true.
Yeah. Today, I simplified the lifestyle in urban area and suburban area. We have big in a small country, Japan, we have several big city area and rural area. The red rings, the area over which has red ring has big city. And this kind of urban area, first, club activities, high school students, club activities, and playing in city sites and cram school. But anyway, city area has many things, so various things to do, various attractive things, and they can choose what to do today. On the other hand, rural area, they also have a club activities. So the nationwide competition, high school from rural area is quite strong. For example, baseball nationwide competitions or the brass band nationwide competitions, because they have a few things to do except for club activities in their life. And when they have no club activity periods, like examination periods or something like that, they go to superfood markets. In Japan, there is a huge company called Ion. Ion is a company of shopping mall, shopping center, and every part of Japan, we have Ion supermarket, and in that supermarket, we have food court, and every student is going there and studies, and they have few options what to do. So same karaoke bars, same playing sport, and same somewhere, anywhere, yeah, to do. So they have few options in their daily life. And also, some visit cram school. Limited attractive things in rural area. So that makes getting partners exciting experience. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. And so when we compare with rural area and urban area, few attractive things and make partner is quite attractive, and few sexual health knowledge, so high static numbers of abortion. On the other hand, the urban area, lots of attractive things and temptations, but few sexual health knowledge and high static number of abortion. So both area has a high statistic number of abortion. Why this happens? Is there any speculation? Any speculation? So, not only in Japan, but also in your country, there is some good point and bad point. You have anything, I guess. So, what about the life of young people in your country? Please talk about this topic in your group, the 3 people or 5 people. Please, let's start. 1 or 2 minutes, please. こんな感じ、もう微妙だな。行きましょう。Okay, everyone. Please let us know what about in your country. She has mic, and each team is asked these questions. Please.
Can I start it? Thank you.
Your name and where are you from?
My name is Akshay and I'm coming from Kerala.
Thank you.
Actually, young people in our country, we are more focused on playing games, like both games, video games and physical activities. Then we spend time together, like with friends and all. Then in cities where we see people go for partying and all. Then more on studies, like we are forced on studies, like we have to study, we have to reach like parents' expectations and all. That's it.
Oh, thank you so much. Clap your hands for him. Thank you. And who's next? Next group, please.
Hi, this is Nishok from Chennai.
Yeah.
In our country, young people are more stressed about their studies and stuff. And yeah, some of them are like, if they are from like good family or well settled family, they might be just relaxed about their future or something. But most of them are like very stressful in their future and about what they are going to do in the future, like that. So that's all.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
So in our country, I mean, my name is Abhinaya from Chennai. In our country, like we'll have parent support. So in compared to other countries, when they reach certain age, they have to have their own lifestyle. But till certain period or till we get settled, we have our parent support. So from the childhood, you know, they teach us a lot of things like culture, manners. Even in other countries are there, but our sort of living is comparatively like different from other countries, I feel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Check, Prajwal again. Life of young people in our country, like my friends just said, studies, physical activity, parents, all that, keeping that aside, young people, we all are humans and we all are inclined towards sex and all other stuff. We all like it, as that's my perspective. So, but back down in Chennai, even the city guys or the rural areas, we feel it as a taboo thing that we don't talk about, kind of stuff that, oh, sex, no, you don't even use that word, use something else, something like that. We are conditioned, I think, that we aren't supposed to use such words or do such things. It's wrong. And so, but as teenagers and young adults, we think that is an integral part. I think even it relieves stress and lot good outcomes are there due to these kind of stuff. But I feel as young Indians and young students, we should be learnt about sexology as separate education wise, which is not prevailing in the country, which can help a lot of things with respect to AIDS and all other stuff. It can help for the betterment of the country in a lot of ways, and it can also stop rape and other stuff where people are just crazy all over the world, not India in particular, but this can help towards a betterment. So that's my perspective of life of young people in our country.
Thank you so much.
Preeta again. Even right from teenage, even the couple, they don't talk about sex. After they indulge in a sexual intercourse, they don't talk about it. And even parents, they don't talk to the children. The teachers, they don't talk to the children. So they don't know who to talk to about what needs to be done. Regarding their health, they don't really bother. After the sexual intercourse, they just get carried away. They go out, they eat. They don't care about on health aspects. They don't really concentrate. So I think that's where we fail. That's where there's a poor sexual health among youngsters. First, the couple needs to talk to each other. You know, the guy or the girl, they need to talk to each other. They need to take precautionary measures. They don't do any of it. And here, it is very difficult. When a couple wants to have a sexual relationship, it's very, very difficult because it's not easy. It's not considered as normal. It's just a human tendency to, have sexual pleasures, but they don't really. They feel shy. They feel very shy, and they are scared, and they think about others' opinions. Even to a medical store, if you want to buy a condom or contraceptive, we think so much, and we girls, we send the guys to get it. None of the girls, I'm sure, we can't go and get it. We can't just go and, my boyfriend is busy, so if I want to go and buy condoms, I can't go and buy because the medical store or whoever is selling condoms, they will look at you top to bottom. And, we have the fear that being judged. So I think that needs to change. So in our country, that needs to change.
Thank you
Then
very
everything
much.
else will change.
Please. Impressive. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm Solomon, so people call me Saul. And nowadays our youngsters are busy with two things. Girls are busy with making a musical video, and boys are busy in playing that pug game. So that's what our youngsters are busy with. But our youngsters also focus more on awareness campaign. They do a lot of social activities. But they are not aware about what to do or what not to do, but they are very enthused to spread the awareness about some program. For example, in one of our activity where one of the guy came and pinned a red ribbon on me. And I asked him, what is this? He said it's a project of AIDS awareness program. Then I asked him, in only 4 ways AIDS will spread, to my knowledge, according to science. So tell me one way. Then he was thinking for loud and he said, sir, because of mosquito it will spread, sir. So mosquito only deposit blood. It won't, mosquito only suck blood. It won't deposit blood. But youngsters, they want to learn something and spread the word to the world, but they are not getting proper awareness. Because of our educational system, because of our parents thinking that it's a taboo topic, we can't talk. So once that all cut, our youngsters also will move to musically, to pug, to a lot of other things. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. 結構似てるところもあるね。大人の人にも聞いてみたいですね。Two more people and who used to be. Sorry. Thank you.
No? Okay.
I would like to react two more people who used to be young people. Is there anyone? Two more people. Mr. Anyone? Used to be.
I'll just stick to the question that is being asked right here. Basically, our lives, we are much more goal-oriented. We are much more disciplined, probably. Sorry. We are probably much more disciplined, and we show much more compassion and gratitude towards the things we have. Coming back to the topic that we are here for, I think there's lack of awareness, as she said. When you go to a shop, you fear of being judged. I guess that attitude should stop, and if you want to get into a sexual intercourse with the opposite sex, you just need to, okay, whatever sex it is. You just, okay, whatever sex it may be, I guess you just need to get to the shop, get your stuff, and you just need to go ahead rather than sitting behind it. Of the fear of being judged by someone. I guess that attitude should change. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And don't you crop? Don't you crop?
The topic of sex education in India is limited to about 2 or 3 pages in our NCERT textbooks. That's the only way we are accessible to such a topic right now. There is no, people don't openly talk about it unless and until it's a part of the curriculum or something like that. Apart from that, the independent culture of people actually getting out of their houses and staying all by themselves and interacting with a person of the other or the same sex for that matter, it's not westernized, you can say. In a way, we are dependent on parents, so we don't get to explore, and in India it's treated as a taboo. If we just go hang out with another girl, people get to know about it, and then the reputation comes at stake, and that's why there is not much of awareness at a very early level. Apart from that, India is culturally reserved. We are supposed to wait till the time we get married, and that is about some 30 years or something like that. And by the time you're pretty much mature to actually go and ask to somebody about this particular topic. So this is what is happening in India.
I'll give you the comment. So I would like the young people whether to accept or deny. One thing is in India, like see, I've been in different countries. Here, people don't talk about sex. You don't learn things. Either you learn wrong or right from your friends or through the internet. It's not like what you learn from home or what you learn from school. So it's not the proper way. So even talking about is wrong. Second thing is, usually boys hang out with boys, not with girls. Usually even you see here how people are sitting. That's a thing, if you're going to sit together, immediately people start talking about it. People don't want to sit in a mixed way in class or mingle outside. Because the society also, No, that's what I'm saying. See, what I'm bringing up is this society which is not letting you what you need to be, So, the other thing is at home, you don't talk about it. School, they don't talk about it. Again, people are focused on only education. The other thing is you maintain your virginity till marriage, so people don't want to think about other things, or they feel it's wrong to get into sexual activity before marriage. Premarital sex is very, very low. So, anything you guys want to add? So.
Please.
Thank you. Sir, you told us that before marriage you're not supposed to do this. I don't think it's a negative point actually. I think it's positive because I think we have to concentrate on other stuffs. Like we have to concentrate on our studies and several other things that are more important than sex. So yeah, thank you.
どうやって切りましょうか。一回そうだね、まとめようか。なんか、what the most impressive things was we could do this kind of active discussion. If we do the same thing in Japan, no one might say anything. Surprised? I'm surprised at this scenery. Because
kind of
yeah,
true.
you were so active about talking.
And thank you for that.
Yeah, think about that. Yeah.
So from now on, we wanted to focus more on like sexuality or sexual health in Japanese situation, so that we can compare the situation each other. And I've already heard about so many problems around sexual health or the sexuality of young people, like the shame or like how to speak out. And I feel like we also have the similar problems a lot. So I hope my talk can help you to understand more deeply about it. So firstly, in Japan, according to the WHO, the percentage of using condom is very, very high. And it's the statistic from like 15 years old people until 49 years old people. And then like 96% of people who are like sexually active and using the contraceptives are using condoms, and then only 2% are pill and IUD, which means like most of the contraceptives are dependent on male. And actually, I searched about the same data from India, and then it says and actually, surprisingly, the percentage of people who are doing birth control is almost the same, and it's around like 60%, and it's almost the same in Japan and here. But in India, most like around 70% of the contraceptives are like female fertilization. So there are so many big differences, and the second is condom, as you said, and the next one is pill. So it looks pretty same, but like there are so many big differences too. And when we see the cost for it, as we told you, for the condoms, it looks like 12 hamburgers is you can get for getting the one package of condom. It means like 12 condoms. So like it means one condom is around like $1. I mean one hamburger, which looks pretty okay. But if it's on the sale on like just $12 on the shop, sometimes it can be hard for young people to get it because young people usually don't work, so like they just get money from parents, and then we have a statistic that the young people's money they can get from the parents is more than half of the students are like less than $50 per month, which means like 50 hamburgers for 1 month. So which means like if you have only 5,000 yen, and then if it's like more than 1,000 yen for one package of condom, it looks pretty hard to get. And for the pill, it's pretty high. I'm so small. That's nice, thank you. For the pill, for 1 month, we can get like 20 hamburgers, around 20 hamburgers for 1 month, and then but it really depends on the clinic. Like some clinic provide it for like 30 hamburgers, so it really depends on the clinic or where you live. In addition to that, when you think about a morning after pill, which avoid you to get pregnant after having unsafe sex, I'm sorry. Thank you. I feel like a kid. Thank you so much. Like you can get 2,000 hamburgers for just one morning after pill in Japan, and usually you can get morning after pill in pharmacy, but in Japan you need a prescription, so which means the access is not so good in terms of the cost. And actually, maybe we're from Asia, and then we feel like maybe it's kind of natural to pay for contraceptives if they wanted to have sex, because it's kind of the risks that they have to take. But actually, the question comes up when I was studying abroad in Sweden. Like in Sweden, if you are under 25 years old, you can get it a little bit depends on the place you live, but basically you can get all these contraceptive stuff for free, or even less than like 1 hamburger per month or something like that. So if you compare to this, it's really different. And also these days, one study comes up from Finland, and one city in Finland start giving all the variety of contraceptives, including IUD or the patch or injection for free. And then they found that like 30% of abortion are going down, which means which clearly show that more easy access for contraceptives can help the young people's health. So when I think about it, I feel like, for example, you have to pay like 2,000 hamburgers cost for just one pill for emergency situation. But of course, when you think about the contraceptives or like access for the sexual health, there are so many other barriers than cost, as you said, like shame or like, you know, social stigma, and it's the same in Japan too. And firstly, as I've already told you, the cost for contraceptives are usually excluded from national insurance, and which means in Japan, basically, basic care for the health is covered by the national health care system in Japan. So like you usually have to pay like 30% of the cost you used for like the curing. But because the contraceptives are thought as something not for everyone, or like something for prevent something. If you get some symptom, then you usually can use the national insurance, but otherwise it's not. So like it's excluded. But as we see, then the costs keep very high, and we tend to think like because it's excluded, the need is only for few people, not for everyone. So that's one barrier. And when we think about another barrier, I'm pretty sure there's a lack of information and myth around the contraceptives. And in Japan, there is a study about how the knowledge around sexual health of young people. And this search was held by NGO, which calls Priligon, which gives the sexuality education for high school students. And then, according to them, they found out, for example, if they do like yes or no question, and then they ask, do you think the contraceptive pill is very effective when they use properly? And then they say only 70% of people were says yes, you can avoid pregnancy by using it correctly, but 62% of people says I don't know, and then like it means 20% of people says contraceptive pill is not effective. So like this statistic, we can see that there's a very big lack of information and around this topic. And also, we can pick the problem of limited access for the contraceptive pill. And as we told you, the life of young people in rural area and the city area side is pretty different. But still, like both places have one problem. Like going to the gynecologist, it's still kind of big thing and very unusual for young people, even even today. And then like if the young people were showing up on the gynecologist, the other patient gonna see like, why are you in here? And even the doctor sometimes treat them very bad, or like give the pill or morning after pill with a very bad attitudes. Like for example, if you were a teenager and then like when you get the contraceptive pill, you have to make a sign, the paper like which says, this is only for emergency and I will not do the same thing again. And of course it really depends on the clinic, but there are still some clinics like that. And then it really gives the traumatic events for them. So that's one limited access. And also, especially in the countryside, I think it's pretty similar for you guys to buy the condoms on the pharmacy, but going to the gynecologist and maybe other people or even the doctor or someone who you know, so you feel very uncomfortable. So like some part of Japan, like sometimes if the young people wanted to get abortion, they move to another prefecture to get abortion. So there are so many like barriers for getting the sexual health, because it's only basically provided by the gynecologist, and there are no, for example, sexual health center only for young people or something like that. And everything I've talked is really related to stigma, and in Japan, it's still like using condom is more taken as something, responsible people, but like using pill is like people who wanted to like have so many sexual relations, or like taking a relationship then with so many people or something like that. So there's so many stigma around it. So because of these so many problems, sometimes especially for young people, the access for the sexual health is limited. But when we think about the rights for us that we have, according to the West Congress, the Declaration of Sexual Rights, it says on the 7th, the right to the highest attainable standard of health, including sexual health, with the possibility of pleasurable, safe, and safe sexual experiences. And on the 12th, it says the right to decide whether to have children, the number and the spacing of children, and to have the information and the means to do so. So these are the rights we have, and something we should be something should be protected in the nation level. But as we discussed, I think in many parts of the world, these rights are still not fulfilled enough. So, but yes. So, but I feel like by comparing the situation in other places to places, we can find that, oh my God, we still have the right to do, and the situation in my country is not everything. Like when I went to Sweden, so I think we can share this experience for now by working on work 3. So from now, I want you guys to think about then how is the situation around contraceptives in your country? Or is there any specific barriers to this, like the shame or the cost or anything? And then also, if, for example, abortion, what about other difficulties to protect your sexual health besides contraceptives? So these are the 2 topics I want you to talk about from now. So, yes. Let's talk like 3 minutes. So we just start talking again?
Please do that.
Let's do it.
So the reasons why you opt a contraceptive, that itself, many of us do not know. We either have to Google it, or we either have to talk to somebody who is experienced. So we talk to our friends. So yeah, a slip or a breakage of a condom, that's when you opt for a contraceptive, or you missing an oral birth control pill, or miscalculation of safe days. Many girls do not know the safe days where you can have sex, and they do not require prescription. That many college students, when they are in a relationship, you can't really predict whether you will have a sexual intercourse before marriage with that person, with that boy or a girl. So when that happens, either they fight immediately because the girls are really, scared and tensed and all that. And the guys also do not help the girls, They don't really check with the girl if they can get it, or if they can get it from their friends. But they should know that they do not need prescription. I'm not sure whether it is possible. You don't need prescription. But when you go to a medical store, when you go to a pharmacy, you are answerable. I mean, not all the pharmacies, they immediately give when you go and ask for a contraceptive. So they ask for prescription, where you need to tell them that the prescription is not required. You need to really tell them, and you can boldly tell them that it's not required and you can opt for it. And they should read before taking a contraceptive, because it has side effects as well. And they need to know within how many hours they need to take it. Within 72 hours they need to take it. So these are the things. And in India, we have 8 approved contraceptives. The tablets are, if you search on Google, you can find it. I just researched it last night. So, yeah, so these are the things. And what about the other difficulties to protect your sexual health besides contraceptive? That's the other question. Besides contraceptive and besides the condoms, everything else, the cleanliness, basic cleanliness is not really followed, whether it's a boy or a girl. The genital health is also very, very important, and they disregard the fact that they should, for example, you should not keep it you should not keep washing the genital area too much with too many chemicals. You have you have products which you can use it, which has less chemicals, which they don't use it. We always go for soap, body soap and face wash and all of that, but to protect genital health, we need to opt for products that actually helps you to keep it hygienic. So I think that we don't really bother. And wearing tight clothes, not letting enough air when you're at home. If you have a brother, if you have a father, and if you have uncle, or if you're in a joint family, you're not supposed to wear shorts and things like that. These are the things which we face at home. So, but we need to tell our parents that we need some air, right? So, so it's not easy. We are expected to wear fully covered clothes all the time. But the boys are allowed to have fun, and they can wear shorts and, yeah, they have something called as lungi. It's like a wrap-around skirt that they can wear, and they can tie it up. Yeah, they can do everything. But girls, we have a lot of issues which we have it at home. And obviously when we go out, we have dress code in colleges. We have dress code in offices. It's not like in Japan. We don't have proper, healthy dress codes. It is very restricted, and yeah, so there's a lot of limitations that we have. Right from the way we dress, we have a lot of limitations. So where do we think about protecting the genital health? That comes last. So these are the issues that we face as youngsters.
Clap your hands.
Can I say two things? Thank you so much. In terms of contraceptive varieties, in Japan, the only contraceptives we can, approved to use are condom, contraceptive pill, and IUD, IUS, not the shot or implant or the pad. So I think it's also a big problem in here. And then also, as you say, there's almost it's very hard to get a good quality information for it. And when I search about other European countries and America, usually they have one website which is supported by big NGO for sexual health, or even the government, which is telling everything about sexual health. And then when I saw it, it's really reliable. But in Japan, we don't have something like this. And then all the website comes from, for example, the companies or each clinics. So we don't know which one is reliable. And then, as you said, how to take this, or sometimes it's not more than comments from normal people who don't have specific knowledges, and it can really lead the disastrous results too. So I think the information is very important. And in terms of the lifestyle, genital health, in terms of genital health, these days in Japan, I think for example, the washing soap only for genitals are on the TV commercial or something, little by little, or on the train or something. But it's really little knowledge about this. It's the same as the contraceptives. So I know so many friends who try to wash the genital area after having sex with the soap, which can be very dangerous. So I think this kind of basic information for protecting this health is very lack, and because of maybe stigma or shyness. So I think these are something we really have to work on. And thank you. I didn't know anything about the clothes thing, and thank you for sharing with me. It really opened my eyes.
I have a further question. How do you get correct information in your country? For example, in my country, Japan, there are many opportunities to get information, but no one understands if it is correct or not. For example, in Japan, that is a famous wrong information about sexual health. Coca-Cola kills sperm. Or condoms in your wallet earns much money. Don't you know?
I didn't know.
Don't you know?
I don't know.
When we have condoms in our wallet, we are ashamed to open the wallet, so we do not use the money. So, that is kind of very famous in Japan. Very famous wrong information about sexual health in Japan. But many young people believe like that kind of information. So no one knows and no one understands what is correct and what is wrong. How about in your country? How can you distinguish the information is wrong and correct? Is there anyone? Anyone? This is my question. Friend of doctor.
No, friend only, because friend will know something, I will know something.
Strong band between friends.
Everything is hidden here. You know, both the guys, I'm sure you guys will agree, even the girls will agree. They are very, very young, so I don't know if they know. If the guys have to have condoms at home, they need to really, really hide it. Like the mother hides the money from the kids to take, they have to hide it. And even after they use, they need to dispose it with so much of, I don't know, they also have difficulties. So it's not easy. We can't, it's not like in Japan, they cannot roam around having it in their wallet. Definitely no. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Please
Anyone
keep
else
working on that.
about this kind of topic? Any comments? No? So please 3 minutes discussion again to this topic. Please, everyone in your group. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, the first barrier is we are cultural based in our society. So only after certain age or something we are supposed to do that. So we don't have the necessity to get that actually. That's the first barrier. Next one is lack of education about this thing. And if at all a girl and boy are able to do this, they don't have the time to go and get it because they have to utilize the time which they get. So, yeah. So, they are not going to do this with everyone. No one knows that they are doing this in our society. So, they need not waste their time by going eating or something. So, they refuse to do that. And difficulties. Yeah, that's the two barriers. That's all. Actually, I am also not aware of what are the contraceptives. I personally don't know about what is there in. I just know about the first thing is condom. That's all I know. Other things I don't even know how it will be or something. So that's the fact.
I want to add on to him. So, when they go and buy it and maybe they share it to their friends and they judge on what they are doing. So after doing, they're not interested to learn about it or what. They're interested what they have done. So that is how our culture is. So that is what I want to add on.
We don't have proper counselors in school for this. I think after 9th standard we are made to learn in textbooks. However, there's no teacher, there's no particular counselor or teachers whom you can, like this, if we have had discussions in school, I am sure all the youngsters when they come to college or when they come to an age where they decide, where they take the right to have sex with someone. All of us have right after 18, but in schools they don't have a person to whom you can go and approach and ask these doubts. And in textbook, they just have a diagram and they just tell you what are the names of it, and even that the teacher will just quickly run through. They will read and they will run through, and you can't ask questions to the teacher about the same. They will shut you up. So you don't have proper counselors in school and colleges also. Even in colleges, I don't think, unless you have a very good rapport with the lecturer, you can't really go and talk anything personal. So, yeah, even the diagrams are animated. So yeah, that's where we go wrong. That's where we see the wrong information on the net. That's where we see videos which are not supposed to be seen, which has all the wrong informations. That's when we are misguided. So I think if we have proper people to guide, proper guidance from school and colleges, I think all these will not be a problem at all.
Again, Saul here. In India, even after 18 years old, they need to stay with the parents. So one, they can't bring a girl to a home, or a girl could not bring a boy to one. And second, in hotel, if you go and book a room, for couples, they won't give permission. They'll ask for a marriage certificate. Yeah, police is another threat. Hope you had an experience. So, this is the thing. But we have two places. I'm going to talk about the third point. What are the other difficulties to protect your sexual health? There are two places in Chennai, very famous. India's largest beach. World's second largest beach in Marina Beach. So if you go to Marina Beach by even 12 noon, you will see a lot of couples hanging out there. So when they're open to their, with umbrella, when they're having a sexual thing in the open space, or some people used to have in the park. So there are various cases which have happened. That also will cause a lot of sexual health issues. This is one of the, because of, still we are staying with our parents. And second, hotels are not feasible for us.
And like he said, the time that the couple get is very, very short time. And they have to sneak in the house. And all they have is like half an hour or something, or in the midnight. So they don't know what to do after that. They have to drop the girlfriend, and she also has to go home, and she will not think about what she needs to do to cleanse herself. So she's very nervous, and she'll just keep texting her boyfriend, I reached safe, no problem at home. All this they will talk, but then they don't care about the personal health. The personal hygiene is completely forgotten because of the taboo, because it's considered as taboo. Sex is considered as a taboo. It's very, very wrong according to the parents, according to the people in India. So the time that they get is very, very, and they don't even look at each other. They don't even get to look at each other because they do it in the dark. So, so the girl will not know whether the guy has any infection, fungal infection, nothing. And even the guy do not know whether the girl has any sexual diseases. So the partners are not really communicative. The boyfriend and the girlfriend, they don't communicate about sex. They don't communicate about health. They don't communicate about post-care. They don't communicate at all about these. They will plan for movie, they will plan for eat-outs, they will plan for the next sneak-out, and they will imagine what they need to do, and the boy will arrange a condom. All that is fine, but they don't really talk what's important.
Talking about the sex health and all, from my birth, 10 skin problems, one solution, hammam only I've been using, from top to bottom. So it's a soap. So it's kept me clean all these days, all these years. So I think it's okay. It's not.
Hammam is not good for girls. It's not good if you wash your genitals with it. You're not supposed to, girls are not supposed to use soap there. We have something called as V-wash, but many of us won't buy. Even I don't buy regularly. So, because it's not necessary unless I'm involved in sexual intercourse every day. So.
Thank you. Any comments?
Is there any comments?
most knowledge we had about social health was during the period of 2006 to 2007, where NACO was at peak. NACO is a National AIDS Control Organization in India, which was privately funded till 2017, after which they haven't been funded till yet. Up till 2017, there was a documentary which was released by this group called All India Bakchod, AIB, if you guys know. And at one given point of time, there was not even salary to be provided for the employees who were working under NACO. And I actually belong from Andaman Nicobar Islands, and there was a person who had said that he's going to commit suicide if he was not paid for the job he was actually doing. And this was the attitude of government at that given point of time. Right now, NACO has been merged with the health ministry, and after that, funding for free condoms or something like that has not been taken care of. The main focus right now is Beti Bachao, and there is nothing being taken care separately for sexual awareness as of now in India. Apart from that, the biggest problem which we guys face of not having a public display of affection is because of the current government or the moral policing which is going on around all such topics. There is no idea about, even I don't have an idea about what is the public healthcare setup for going and getting a contraception or going and approaching for terminating a pregnancy for any rural conditions or something like that. So there is a lot which is not being provided by the government for taking care of its own citizens. That's what I would like to share. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Again, Saul here. In India, we are talking about openly about condom and everything here, but in India, still sanitary napkin, people won't talk about it. Even mom used to hide the sanitary napkin somewhere. Still, they won't ask the guys in the home to go and buy. So that's the state in our city.
Yeah, napkin is also like sometimes bring a big debate when the natural disaster happen in Japan. Like of course, women need it when we get period, but when they get disaster, then they cannot get it, of course. So there's some donation of period pads, but some guys, because of the lack of information, they think this is kind of additional thing, so that they did not accept it as a donation, because they thought it's something like a condom. It's not something really necessary for protecting health. So I don't think it's like everyone is like that, but it actually happened in Japan too. So I think in Japan, it's still sometimes the sex education is brought gender separately. And then especially for girls, they take a lot of periods, but maybe sometimes there's a lack of information for boys about periods. So I think, fulfilling the knowledge is very important, also about periods too. And also in terms of sexual health services, I'm sorry to talking about it in Sweden again, but I was so impressed when I went to Sweden, because in Sweden, in all the prefectures has the clinic only for young people, and then they are really focusing on sexual health topics, and then it's for free to go, and then they always says your privacy is on the top, so parents will know this, or teacher of course don't know this, so you can come in a private and you don't need to pay. And then actually if you go, you can meet the counselor, psychologist or gynecologist or midwives who can provide so many different kinds of services for protecting sexual health. And then actually I tried to visit it, and then I asked the contraceptive pill. And then usually I get kind of negative attitudes from Japanese doctor, or like I feel a little bit like, you know, shame or try to make myself little. But when I went there and then when I asked about the pill, the midwife told me like, oh, you did a good choice because you were like responsible and thinking about the future, and that's a good thing. So like, please don't feel shame at all. And because that is important, and it's totally okay to, you know, openly talking about it. And then it was like my opening eyes experience. And as long as, how to say, we keep the negative attitudes towards talking about sex or contraceptives or these kind of stuff, I think we keep feeling shame and then getting harder to get it, which can, how to say, have a negative impact on young people's health, which can lead pretty big problem. Like maybe you might get difficulty for having baby in future, or you know, something like this. So I think the attitudes of the doctors are very also important, and it's always better to be supported by the government, because which means, you know, protecting sexual health can be, you know, supported by the government, and it's kind of officially okay thing. Yeah. Sorry, I talk too much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Crop? Oh, thank you. This is a final slide, maybe.
Yeah. This is the final work. We're gonna go together, and from now we wanted to discuss what we can actually do for changing this situation. I mean, some barriers for sexual health, or like some maybe how to say, stigma or barrier, shame. How can we change it? And we wanted to discuss what we can do actually maybe today or tomorrow, not like big scale, something you cannot do like immediately. So
small but immediate, and certainly
yeah,
what you can do. Please talk about this. For example, in my country, Japan, do you know, no junior high school student have sex. When I go to junior high school as a lecturer or workshop designer to share the knowledge of sexual health, the principal or the management class teachers say the same thing in Japan, because they do not have, they have only a knowledge from the text or statement, and the statement says no junior high school students have sex, and they strongly believe that statement because they don't want to bother themselves. But the young teachers in the school knows about the real situation of the junior high school students, so they want me to teach many things, what is correct or what is incorrect, but management class teachers doesn't. So I always try to lecture. I always give lectures to teachers before students. That is what I can do. For example, like this kind of small but immediate and certain things. Please discuss in your group. Let's start. Thank you. Please.
You get any ideas? Okay.
This is kind of a final declaration today, and please bring your declaration back, and please begin to do from today. And I'd like someone to declare what do you think about this topic. So, is there anyone? So, is there anyone whose birthday is October? No, you have already mentioned, sorry. So, anyone who was born in September? September, oh. Yeah. Please, your declaration.
Right now, I guess this program, what it's doing is starting a dialogue. And the only way we usually start a dialogue is if it comes on news, if it comes on the virtual screen. Okay, the Censor Board of India is a very strict platform. It doesn't allow something like a sexual nature right to come on the silver screen. So I guess 10 o'clock we have to sleep so that we are right on time for college. So yeah, we have Netflix, but people, if one guy is subscribed, there is the entire crowd around them who are subscribed, and you don't get to see it when you want to watch it. Okay, so yeah, having it on the silver screen probably will help generate a dialogue about these topics. Second thing, the activity is more there in people who are there in colleges right now who are much more aware of this topic. So there should be a discussion at that particular level so that people are much more aware of this topic, and there should be a student counselor specially assigned or at least have a knowledge about how to deal with such kind of topics. So that's my idea on this particular topic.
Thank you very much. Crop your hands for him. Thank you. And next, please.
Hello. So my name is Mahesh, and I'm so happy that you guys are interacting about this topic very well and in this closed environment. But the moment you get out of this hotel, what do you guys do? Because I want you guys to change. You guys to change the whole nation, I mean. So, yeah. No, like we are open about it. But are your parents about it? Are your parents open about it? No, it's not. So, no, that's it. No, my point is, you don't have to start from your parents. No, I said, your parents are not open about it, but there are many people other than your parents not open about it. So you have to make them comfortable talking about this topic. So that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Then, yeah, fine. I'm fine. Yeah, so I want everyone to change, and I want everyone to be open about this topic. No, they should not be insecure about talking about this topic. So that's what my point is.
Thank you, Mahesh. The conversation was going on, and I heard a few friends not even mentioning the word sex. They were saying this, that, this. That should first of all change. The word is called sex, sex. It's okay to use it. It's not a taboo. Go tell your friends. That's what Mahesh wanted to say. But Ashwin wanted to create a mockery here. So outside this, what can you change? What I personally promise here in front of everybody, Rotarian, another Rotarian, all seniors, that I will stop being a judgmental guy, that if somebody takes a condom of this, that, I will stop judging. And I prefer all our friends here should stop judging, and if somebody judges, tell them this is normal, this is okay, it's not something wrong here. So if we stop judging as youngsters, I think it will change in the future. So stop judging, that is more than a change we can do here.
Apart from what he said, I'm just going to add on to it. There should be proper health services, like in Sweden, what you said. We should have health services promoting and, for the promotion and protection of sexual health, which we do not have in India. I don't know if you have it in Japan, but like you said, how it is in Sweden, where the privacy is protected, where, the people are confident to go and talk about. First of all, we don't express. So we need to express what we are going through, because a body is a vehicle through which we need to live the rest of the life. Just for this one particular sex act, you can't just, you know, avoid it or hide it. There's no point in hiding your sexual feelings or what happens to your body after sex, or it's just hormones. So it is just for few minutes. So this will create a lot of depression, and this will create a lot of anxiety when you don't talk about it. So even if you don't have parents who are supportive, even if you don't have teachers who are very supportive, approach people who are social activists. You have a lot of people you can find on the internet, on Facebook or wherever. People are ready to talk to you about what you go through, and make sure that what information you get from them, even though they are social activists, please make sure that you double check. Don't just talk to one person, talk to many people and tell them. If you actually read Femina or some other, initially when I was in college, I used to go to the particular column in Femina where the doctors question and answer. There'll be FAQs about sex and about multiple partners. So girls, what we do is Women's Era and Femina used to be those magazines several years back. So I usually go and check my zodiac sign, and also this column where they won't mention the name. The name and the age will be changed, whoever is asking the question, but the doctor's picture will be there. And she will answer the question, gynecologist or psychologist who will be answering those questions. It used to be very limited access. You have to write to Femina to get to know the answer from a gynecologist or a psychologist. But here we have a lot of people, but even those gynecologists and psychologists, like you said, they judge. When a student or when people like us go for a checkup or for expressing what we are going through sexually with our partners, they don't really want to guide you. So I think, like he also mentioned, the government needs to take necessary initiatives, and youngsters like us who are part of many associations, like many NGOs and many social platforms, we need to come forward and we need to take necessary measures to start this education, to be brought to colleges and talk to the management and see how we can spread the awareness, how we can make the people learn, and then take this forward.
So I have two solutions to give the change what I thought want to bring. And in the world, the most populated country is China. In few years back, India was in #1. Do you guys know for which we are in #1? Not in population. AIDS. So in those days, AIDS was a taboo topic. But government and every NGO gave a threat. And then from parents, from schools, teachers, they want to talk about AIDS. They want to give education, or they want to share about what is AIDS, what are the ways they will get AIDS, what are the way they can protect. And then in 2009, our Rotary organization, along with Standard Chartered Bank, we created a program to spread awareness about AIDS for school kids, for college people, for corporate people, and for parents. And the program will be very innovative, very interactive. There will be a lot of activities where they don't even feel shy. Like how we said, we can't able to use the word SCEX. There, the people won't even feel shy. They will come forward and share the details. So first, we need to create a thread. How many people are affected in the school age group area? How many people are affected on sexual health? How many people in the age group of 18 to 45 are affected on sexual health? How many parents are still living with few sexual problems without even knowing that? Once we create the thread, the public will be automatically open to learn about things. And we need to create, maybe with the doctor's help and with your association, Youth Initiative WAS Association, if we create a program for school kids, for colleges, for parents, for faculties in schools and colleges, we love to take that forward, and we will be the trainers. If you train us, we are ready to go and talk about this topic. I wish this group will help in spreading this awareness program. And second, with the help of Dr. Ilango, we got this idea. As a sexual health program, we can have an online portal from WAS team and along with the doctors. We can have a proper online, which is authorized by doctors, so that people, they don't need to go anywhere. They can go to the website and they learn many things. reliable info. So that's the second solution which I want to give. And I want to share this info. During 2009 in Chennai conference, I want to invite Dr. Narayana Reddy for Chennai. So he's here. I'm very happy to see you, sir. I've read a lot about you. So we want to you in Chennai in 2009 for a conference. So 2009-10, yeah, for a conference in Chennai. I spoke to our set of team, the authorities. So they told sex is a natural thing. Why you want somebody to come and talk? That time I was very young. I didn't able to get a decision. But now it's very needed topic. So we need your help coming and addressing us. I heard in 2004 Mumbai. So I want you to come back to Chennai and give a one session for us. Thank you. Thanks for the eye-opening session. Thank you so much.
Please decide next person from this area. Is there anyone whom you want to? Yeah. Please.
Okay. The last row, they didn't open the mouth. The last row? Anyone from the last row? He's a Rotary president, Karthik.
So as he said, like Prajwal said, as persons, as an individual, we ourselves should be informed. Like you people are here to help us, like educate us and inform us about things. But what kind of effort we take to know, to learn about such things, to keep ourselves healthy. So we ourselves should take an effort and to know and learn things regarding sexual health and after this event or this program, we should be ready to spread awareness as what we learn to the others, to as much people as possible in our society or for at least our surrounding or our college where we can bring in change. So that's it.
Myself Prasanna. So talking about health in countries like Japan and India, the worst thing is masturbation. As we don't have a proper environment, we get indulged into excessive masturbation. So what happens is our health before having sex gets bad. So we need to have a better environment. So when we look up to countries like America or United Kingdom, they are far ahead of us in this. See, even like getting into masturbation, we get into porn, right? So we even get discriminated in porn. Like you see Indian porn and a foreign porn, that is a difference. Ours is shit. We still stick to 240p pixels. They have gone for 4K. So yeah, that is a problem. So we need to have a better environment about this so that we can fix the problems which we have before having sex.
Yes, guys, this is Vaibhav. I'm sure everyone out here, they themselves are confident that they for sure will take this topic to their friends. But I want to make sure one thing, I'm sure anyone out here, we can't go and talk to our parents about this. So just remember one thing, most of us are going to be parents one day. So we need to make sure that we talk to our kids, to our family and our fellow mates, that this is not something which is supposed to be a taboo. So yeah, that's it.
From ladies? Anyone? No? Anyone? 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 Okay. Thank you.
Okay, like what she said, people are judgmental. They will judge us. Gynecologists, they judge us because I've done my internship in a women's center. Over there, like a lot of people used to come. They used to have a lot of problems, Velila, they'll never tell that, okay, sir, it's not a problem. That's what they say. But then once inside the lab, once we come and we discuss, it's like, what is that, man? Like, that'll be there. Maybe we shouldn't care about it. Just because people are judging us, we can't help it. We just have to do what is right. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, now is the time. So, please. Thank you everyone for your comment. Everything is impressive. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Actually, this discussion really encourages me a lot. And even in Japan, sometimes I feel the shyness to talk about this session. But I really hope that I'm sure that I'm gonna talk about it too. And then when I feel shy, I'm gonna remember this session so that I can be empowered. Thank you. And then I hope this session will empower you too, and I really believe one person's power is limitless, so we can change the world, or even it looks like impossible, if one person start changing, and if we can bring the effective for everyone. So thank you so much for attending.
Thank you very much. Let's keep in touch. 2 years later, we will have the same congress in maybe China. So we are going to hold this kind of youth program again. So please come if you want to China.
And also, as a WAS Youth Initiative, we have the Facebook site or the website. So if you like our activities, please follow us. And I hope we can connect each other for so long time and can change the world. How we gonna work.
Thank you very much. So, clap your hands again. Thank you for everyone.
First of all, I would like to thank everybody for coming. I just want to add few comments. One is, you guys were talking different things here. On sexual health, what is normal, what's natural? That's the first thing we want to address. Nobody should feel guilty about sex or masturbation, other things. Second thing, porn is not the one which is going to teach you. What is porn is only meant for screen, it's not for life. So that's a wrong thing which is going on, because a lot of them are learning from the porn and they expect the same thing from the girls. And that's where problems in marriages, problems in relationships, everything is happening because the guy wants what he sees in porn with the girl. And third thing, I've been in the US. Again, you guys are 18, okay? You can decide for yourself. It's your body. Same thing, you don't need your parent permission. What I'm trying to say is, if you want a contraceptive, other thing, you are able to discuss. You can go to doctors who are willing to discuss, or people who are in the sexual health industry who will be willing to discuss. You don't need to feel shy about it. And I can tell you, because I've seen a 28-year-old being bashed by the parents because she chose a boy and had sexual intercourse, everything, and the college was getting blamed. Why the colleges are afraid is facing the parents. And colleges don't want outside people teaching the kids about sex because they feel it's going to be a problem that they need to deal with. They are afraid about the parents. So as you guys said, you guys only take it upon yourselves. So you're grown up, you're growing up, you're going to grow till about into your 20s, but learning what is normal, what is good, you'll be a better person. And I can tell you as a parent, since I've been in the US, without talking about sex, I was able to talk to my kids. What I talk to them is, I'm open for anything, you can come and talk to me, because I don't want you to be in trouble. We are there to help you. So till today, they're not into drugs, they're not into anything which they should be doing. I said, it's your body, you are taking responsibility on your body. If you're going to have relationship, better be careful. That's the way I have put it to them. And I'm there if you're going to do any mistakes or if you're in trouble, you can come back. Yes, I have girls and I have a boy who are 18 plus. So that's what I'm trying to go is, you should take responsibility about yourself. You should know what is right and don't feel guilty about something what is right. Okay? Thank you. Anything you want to add, sir?
as sir said rightly, expecting girls to do whatever you see in porn. But what will happen if the girls expect you to do whatever they see in porn? You'll be in big trouble.
Okay, so good evening everyone. My name is Vishnu. So what I would like to suggest is, you told that you're going to go to China. So do you have a website of your own? No, of your organization. You have a website. So what you can do is, you can have a webinar. You know what is a webinar? Yeah, webinar is a thing which is an online seminar like thing. You can put that video on your website so that we all can access to it at a time. It will be a like mass movement. At a time, the whole country, the whole world can watch your episodes. So I would conclude that it was a very good seminar. I learned a lot of things. Even my club mates would have learned a lot of things. So it was a very good evening with all you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good idea. Anyone else who want to say something else? No? No?
Okay. Then thank you so much for coming. Sorry. No.
Just I want to share, Dr. Ilangovan contacted me a week back and talking about this program. So I was very much into about this, and I want to spread the message to most of the people, but the response what I got is all negative. They said, they want to talk about this. Do you want me to be there? Do you really want me to be there? And few said, that's their problem. They are going and getting, having whatever doing in their life, and they are ending up having a baby. I have to come there and spend my time there. So this was the thing within our youngsters. So we expected more crowd of youngsters, but we couldn't able to bring them because of these few facts. So as a responsible youngsters are here, and also Rotractors. So take this message to your own club and your own friends. So try to build in. And I like to create a program with the doctors, and we can take it to all the interactors and Rotractors. And we try to bring the change. As our theme says, together we change. Thank you.
Actually, when I received a message from Sir, I felt a little awkward to talk about it to everyone because I wanted to inform them, they had to know what is going to happen tomorrow. So I first called the girls and I told them it's about the topic and are you really interested to come? And they were like, okay Akka, we'll see it, we'll do it. Then I still didn't talk about it to the boys. In the morning when they came only I spoke about it and they all were fine. So now I feel good, now I'm able to talk. First I felt very awkward. Now I'm going out with a better view of it. So thank you so much for calling me.
Oh my God, it really touched my heart. Thank you so much. And please make a clap for everyone for braving enough to talk about this. Thank you so much. And also, please give a clap for the Dr. Narayama who really helped us to set this meeting. And in the end, we want to take the picture with all of us. So please come everyone in here and let's take a picture.